Hello, I am Lynette Pearson, and today I will be discussing from the book Learning from the Stranger, Chapter 7, Babblers and Barbarians by David Smith. I will reflect on this chapter and enlighten on what I agree or disagree with and identify a theory, model, framework, or study to support the major premise of the story. This is so much depth in this chapter that I would really could take more than 3 to 5 minutes to summarize. Therefore, I will give you the major takeaways that I captured. The title is very interesting. It leads into me clarifying what Babel actually represents. In this chapter, we see the story of Babel and Pentecost and the accounts of the Holy Spirit and how the Spirit moved. The Tower of Babel actually represents mankind's first attempt to unify the people of the earth into one global society under one government. It is important to note that prior to Babel, the people spoke one common language to communicate and to unite in a common effort to build a monument to themselves without God's permission. Because of this, God confused the language and scattered the people. Therefore, the Tower of Babel became a symbol of divine judgment on human pride and self rule. And this can be found in Genesis 11 1 through 9. Another important correlation of the Pentecost and how it relates to Babel, according to Smith, many came from all over. And some saved for years for once in a lifetime visit to the Holy Spirit, to the Holy City to celebrate Pentecost. With utter amazement, the people heard their native languages and wonders of God. Smith references the book of Acts in the Bible, in which Acts is a lesson to us about ordinary people doing extraordinary things who are open to the power of the Holy Spirit and that would change their world by allowing the power to be stronger, faster, and taking away weakness and shame. Lastly, the power of the Holy Spirit allowed culturally diverse group and all who gathered to understand. Smith asked in the section titled, So who are the people? So the people were Jewish people of Jerusalem that are bicultural, some bilingual, educated, merchants, Aramaic, I think I'm pronouncing that correct, Greek, Hebrew, Jews, and pilgrims. And one thing I agree with Smith is the Holy Spirit of the Lord would come and go in this time period. Very different from today, because the Holy Spirit does not come and go in this manner in today's time. Rather, the Holy Spirit of the Lord dwells in us. Now, Smith asked the question, with Israel still occupied by a foreign army and the Messiah cheating Roman execution by rising from the dead, did any of this run through some of the minds of those who waited to receive power? I am going to take a different approach on the question to say that no to answering this because some ran away. Some were afraid. Some didn't even believe that he was the Messiah, even after witnessing many miracles. I agree with Smith how he articulates how Paul pictures believers as various stones being used to build a new temple and how we are built together to become a dwelling in which God lives through his Spirit. Also, how the church must be one Christ is one, affirming his humanity for all diversity. I like how he put that. Notice here how faith and culture is tied together. I will take an ontological approach and Christian perspective that shows us how culturalism is important to break through barriers, beliefs, and customs. These last pages of Smith's book is powerful, and it alludes to how God's love is accurate and consistent in all cultures and diversity. So I promised I would try to be as short as I could. Thank you for viewing my YouTube video. It is my prayer that the information and responses encourage all to be better Christians, strengthen your faith, create better communities, and embrace diversity and love on strangers. Grace and peace for now. Thank you.